I had never believed in ghosts, or so I told myself as I pulled open the iron gates of the old Marlowe mansion. The rain had started just moments before, hammering against the roof like frantic footsteps. The air was thick with the scent of wet soil and decaying leaves, and I could hear the faint creak of the mansion's doors swinging in the wind, inviting me in. Something about this place didn't feel right, but curiosity had always been my weakness. The gravel crunched under my boots as I made my way to the front door, each step echoing in the empty driveway. The mansion loomed above me, towering, blackened, its windows like empty eye sockets staring down. Lightning flashed, illuminating the warped wooden facade, and I caught a glimpse of something moving inside. Just a shadow, I hoped. Stepping inside, the smell of damp wood and mold hit me. The grand chandelier had fallen decades ago, leaving jagged chains swinging above a cracked marble floor. Each step I took produced a hollow sound, almost as if the mansion itself were groaning under my weight. Rain pounded against the broken windows, a relentless rhythm that matched my quickening heartbeat. I wandered through the hallways, brushing dust off portraits whose painted eyes seemed to follow me. A piano sat in the corner, keys chipped and yellowed. Without thinking, I pressed one, and a single discordant note rang out, echoing into the darkness. Then came the whisper, a soft, deliberate sound. "Why are you here?" I froze, listening. The wind rattled the windows, yet the whisper returned, clearer this time, closer. Goosebumps ran down my arms. I told myself it was the wind, the acoustics, anything but that. But deep down, I already knew. Moving cautiously, I descended a narrow staircase into the basement. The air grew colder with each step, damp and musty. The faint glow of lightning through cracks in the boarded-up windows cast jagged shadows on the walls. Then I saw it, a rocking chair, moving slowly back and forth, though nothing was sitting in it. The whisper returned, now multiple voices overlapping, speaking in a language I didn't understand. My flashlight flickered, and I dropped it. The beam rolled across the floor, catching a glimpse of footprints in the dust, fresh, wet footprints leading deeper into the basement. I hadn't stepped in water, yet the footprints glistened, as if the rain had followed them inside. I followed the footprints, heart thundering. The air grew oppressive, heavy, like a physical weight pressing against my chest. Doors slammed upstairs, unseen yet deafening. The whispers turned into laughter, high-pitched, cruel, echoing all around me. Then I saw her, a figure at the end of the hall, a young woman in a tattered white dress, hair covering her face, dripping wet from the storm. She raised a hand slowly, pointing directly at me. I stumbled backward, tripping over debris, my breath ragged. The mansion seemed alive, responding to my fear. Rainwater seeped through cracks, pooling at my feet, carrying with it a cold metallic smell that made me gag. I ran blindly through the mansion, doors slamming in my path, furniture collapsing as if moved by invisible hands. Her figure appeared repeatedly, always just at the edge of my vision, sometimes disappearing entirely. The whispers crescendoed into screams, a cacophony of pain and anger echoing off the walls. Finally, I reached the front door, locked. My hands shook as I fumbled with the rusted handle. The laughter behind me grew louder, more sinister. A shadow darted across the hall. I felt a cold hand brush my shoulder. I yanked the door open and stumbled into the rain, gasping for air. Lightning struck, and the mansion seemed to vanish, swallowed by the storm, leaving only silence and the soft patter of rain around me. I ran down the driveway, never looking back until I heard it. From the darkness, carried on the wind, came the whisper again. "We're still here, Barla." The storm raged on, but inside me the fear stayed. That night, I realized some places are not meant to be explored, and some stories are never meant to end.